Hello everybody and welcome back. They call me Muse and this is more Hitman Freelancer. More of the Bare Knuckle Boxer challenge. All 47 celebrating here because he's reached the final set of missions and he's ready to proceed. We'll probably do 3 today and 3 next time, I think, because they've been taking quite a while to do, based on last time at least. So let's jump into the final, what's hopefully the final, Sick Games campaign, and see whereabouts Funny Friend might be hanging out. Berlin, Chongqing, Colorado, Marrakesh, Mumbai, Wick Creek. It's not amazing, but I'll take it. I mean, I've got to take it, that's the challenge. And Colorado is alerted, Marrakesh is alerted, and so is Mumbai. So, maybe Berlin or Wick Creek for the showdown, but we'll worry about that down the line. Maybe we start with alerted Colorado? I'd like to get it out of the way, you see. But at the same time, do I want to just do it right away and just die? Maybe Marrakesh would be better. What's our objective? Our prestige. Timed silent takedown. Because we know the other two can't be done, because there's no epic weapons just lying around on the map. So we'd have to take timed silent takedown if we want any chance of success. Maybe Colorado. Maybe just to get rid of it. Unsilenced pistol kill. Does anyone even carry a pistol on Colorado? Do not pacify kind of clashes with timed silence, so maybe we do Marrakesh first. We'll have a hard time doing poison target sedative, poison target dart gun. We might be able to do just poison target, because we might be able to get an emetic into someone's drink. But, ooh, these challenges are not nice for the Bare Knuckle Boxer. But this is where we find ourselves, so let's go to Marrakesh and see what happens. Okay, we've got 2 right behind us. That's a good start. It's the old house built on sand variant. So, target 1 is a shopkeeper of some sort. Target 2 has roamed over to where we started and is just an individual in a suit. So let's have a look. Hayat Michael Munchies Krawitz, good name, Aziz, and JD. So where might one go to get some silent takedowns and potentially get oneself a new outfit? I mean, silent takedowns might be possible in the school. Not many people around the school. But will that help us get an outfit? Or not? I don't think so. There's our old friend fixing up his bike. Is anyone really going to notice if we choke him out? They might. Are they just knocking on that door? Yep, there's no one in, chick. Where are you going now? You going behind this guy? Oops.
Well, no offense, but mind taking a couple steps back?
Sorry, Fran, I didn't mean to bother you. Right now, at least. I'll probably choke you out in a bit, but... yeah, she's going away. So maybe we can get away with that. Just to reset the clock. There we go. Doesn't really matter if he's found and rezzed, because he doesn't know what we look like. And nobody saw us do it. No, this isn't trespassing on this version of the map. Curious. Headmaster's not around. Is anyone around up here? No, I guess that's why it's not trespassing. More bricks, though. There we go, that body's been found. But again, it's fine. Even if he gets res, it's actually beneficial, because we could always just go back and choke him out again later. It might not be that guy's day, basically. But for now, let's look around, get ourselves an outfit. Maybe see if we can't find some rat poison somewhere.
Really stood out.
Hey, why can't I date your sister? She's gorgeous.
Because it's my sister.
Oh, there's some rat poison, that's
She
good.
told me something odd.
Is the fortune teller outfit worth grabbing?
Hello, you look clever.
And have we got time?
Wonders. Can I have one of those? How do we fix that light?
Because we don't want the clock to run out. There's also that woman though who's annoying.
Do I know you?
And that guard has spotted us apparently. So let's just run away from him, I guess.
Right there. Salam alaikum.
Doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Nothing to do with us, Gov. Yeah, it's not going well, the old time silent takedown. Which means we might have to rely on poison. But in order to do that... Well... Let's see. Yeah, time silent takedown's gone. We haven't got time now. So... We're going to have to poison a target. That's our only hope to get a challenge complete. Pretty horrible set challenges for this objective, but hey ho, here we are. Maintenance key. That's useful, at least. Because that allows us legitimate access to the maintenance cupboard. And that gives us access to an outfit. We are now handy hitman. So now at least we can look around at our targets and try and establish if any of them can be poisoned.
Yeah, right. Go fix it.
We've only got one rat poison, but that's enough if we find a target that's willing to take a drink at some point. And then, perhaps, I suppose we ought to worry about how we're going to kill them at some point. You're a guard. Maybe you're going to stop and have a drink at some point. It's not entirely unheard of. But it seems less likely than, say, old Munches. Is that Munches? That is. He seems like the sort who might eat something. What with the name Munches. But he's snoozing on a bench for now, so... Let's have a look. You there? Just having a smoko, by the look of it. That's not much help to us, I don't think. And you stand there for a bit, and then you come over here, and you stand over here for a bit as well. Is that your drink? If that coffee glass is yours, then at least some of our problems could be solved. Nope, she's gone straight past it. So she's going to check her phone, and then she's probably going to go back and have another smoke.
Yeah, hello. Careful.
It's possible that old Munches here is just going to stay on this bench now for the rest of time. Which would be unfortunate. Yeah, she's gone for another smoko. Is that guard smoking on the job? Shocking behaviour. But I also think he's not going to eat anything. So let's go and look at target number 4, who might be a shopkeeper, in which case they're probably not going to eat anything too. They're more in the service business than anything else. Maybe I should have saved Morocco until I got an easier prestige objective, but half the prestige objectives can't be done anyway in Bare Knuckle Boxer because they require like katana kill, shuriken kill, epic gun kill, and none of those are options. Wait a minute. What are you scoffing? What even is that? Bananas? I think that's bananas. Now, does anyone else eat these bananas, or is it just my target? Because if it's just my target, then I can poison it now and just run away. Whereas if someone else eats it, then they might end up taking the rat poison instead of it. Maybe we give it a go. Everyone's going to be highly suspicious But fortunately, you can get away with just poisoning things and running off, and everyone will forget about it in a minute. And they will quite happily snack on that food. Now that everyone's already stopped being suspicious, maybe we'll pop back and see our supplier friend.
Hey there. Need anything?
Do we need
Sounds
anything? A
incredible.
karma would be nice. The 4,000 one. Not the 37,000 one. What are we supposed to do with that? Oil canister would allow us to get a couple of kills here and there, but again, it's a suspicious activity. But then what isn't? Are we just going to throw screwdrivers at people's heads and then run away? Maybe.
Just come back if you need more.
Oh, there's more rat poison. Good. Grab that just in case our target isn't the one who gets poisoned. It's a shame that our two smokers aren't smoking next to anything that we can damage and cause an oil leak with. Because we're in the right outfit for an oil leak. Although having a wrench as well would be handy. Hey, there we go. Poison target. Completed without any shenanigans. And so because of that, now we just need to worry about kills. And we should probably start with her if she's going to go somewhere secluded, like a toilet. Nice little shisha cafe toilet. That's what you get for being part of the syndicate. I suppose we could put her in a crate as well. We don't
Well done,
need to, but
This will
it
surely
can't
be a
hurt
blow
to.
to the syndicate.
And we're almost about to complete the 50 kills on Morocco challenge, which is very nice. So, 3 targets to go. We've got a couple of pairs of scissors and some screwdrivers. That's probably good for the old melee throws. We've now got a 3rd pair of scissors.
Maintenance?
Even better. So yeah, old Munchies is just chilling there. If we had some sort of exploder, we could take out these 2 guys in one shot. And now that we've completed a challenge, we could technically use the supplier to get a new item. But then again, there's got to be a way of stealthily... Well, there's no way of stealthily taking out old Munchies here, who's just snoozing on a bench. But is there a place where we can not be seen whilst we throw something at his head? I feel like it's going to be tricky, because there's people all over the shop. I mean, a lot of them aren't real people. As you can see from the mini-map, there's like a whole crowd of people in front of me, but only one dot. So will it count if they witness a crime? Will they even witness a crime if I stand here somewhere, crouch, and toss? Maybe not.
Syndicate member
Okay, someone
eliminated.
noticed us.
Well done, 47.
Was it you two? Either way, no witnesses. Oh shit, our target noticed us. Right. Many people have now noticed us. Maybe we need to slip back into a new outfit.
Okay.
Okay, she's reported the crimes. But if we sneak away, maybe we're alright. 2 guards. Where are you going, friend? Going the wrong way to stay
Possible
alive.
intruder. Sweeping area, over.
Possible intruder? It's an alleyway, friend. Okay, we're back to just searching rather than compromised. So maybe we don't even need a new outfit. I think I'll grab one for safety's sake. But yeah, maybe we're fine. Either way, there are 2 targets remaining. Hi, friend. We could now gun them down now that we've got ourselves a nice submachine gun. But that's even less subtle than lobbing scissors at people's heads. So, maybe we carry on with the old scissor toss. Can we hit you from here?
Excellent work, 47.
Right, crime
You've
noticed,
spread fear within the syndicate.
but I don't know if they noticed me. Oh. Our other guard
Carry on, Private.
is dragging away a corpse. That's convenient, because he's going to go somewhere nice and quiet to drop that bod off, probably. Everyone's just panicking as this bod gets dragged through the marketplace. You guys never seen a dead body before? You might be about to see another one. Where's this one going now? Perhaps into that little side room near where the 3 shopkeepers hang out and have a combo. Yes, that could be the case. Maybe...
Your face.
Oh no, he was... I got a bit close to him. I thought we were fine because of him just dragging the bod, but yeah, is he coming in here? Come on in, friend.
Holy shit.
Come on, friend.
You there. Excuse me. Hey.
Hey.
Not in the face.
Oh, there we go. It wasn't in the face.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the syndicate.
Okay, we got spotted.
Return to the safe house. Collect yourself.
Okay, everyone's spotted us now. I think you can knock people out like that.
There is trouble. Oh, thank God I found you. I need some
Yeah, we shouldn't be running around with a machine gun on our back if we're a handyman.
fight going down. You gotta break it up. They're getting hurt bad.
But there we go, 1 out of 4. It's not the greatest score we've ever had. But it appears that we're going to get away with it. Well, it was a tough set of objectives,
Sir,
but
I don't mean to
we got one done. And off we go. There we go. That's all the kills on Marrakesh. Running out of levels where we need to complete that. It might just be Ambrose and Colorado.
Next assignment.
Speaking of Colorado, it might be our next challenge. Open safe explosive. Colorado had a safe, didn't it? Don't pacify. Eesh. Headshot kills only. Eesh. Unsilenced pistol kill might not even be an option. But open safe explosive, always an option. And let's go and do alerted Colorado, I suppose.
Welcome to Colorado. Intel tells us that there are syndicate members in the area.
Right, so
I
it's
trust
daytime
that you will
Colorado
find
and we've
them
got like
and
the
eliminate
worst starting location.
But watch your step. They're on high alert. It's not going to be easy. Don't disappoint, 47.
So,
Good luck.
no pacifier. I'll have to try and remember that. Snap people's necks. What's the best way to get out of this start point? Is it to just run over here? There is a camera up there, but that's up there, so that's fine. That guy's just gonna look at frogs. Maybe that's fine. One of our targets is on the other side there. Now, you go back that way, do you? Shovel. No, that's no good, because that would pacify people. Although it would distract people. Distractions are okay. There we go. One distraction. Now which way
Heard something.
are you
Stand
going to
by.
go? You're going to come around to the right? No, you're going left.
Anyone there?
It's not perfect. Although when he turns around, maybe we go hop, 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 hop. And we crunch him. Right. Someone heard us, and they're coming out to investigate. But that's fine, because we're now over here. Where those two guys also know that we're sketch, so let's just run away from them. Recorded by security cameras, pretty much fine. Is the safe going to be in the house? Oh, it's in the barn. Oh, that's cool. We can live with that. Are there fire extinguishers on the map? That doesn't matter because there's explosives in Sean Rose's little explosive testing area. So that's cool. So maybe we need an explosive expert's disguise at some point. I could use a sharp object to start flinging at folks. You've got an elite outfit, which is pretty useful. Is there anyone in that room? No. So perhaps this is the elusive target version of the map. So he's just going to chill there, is he? Is this door locked? Yeah. He's just going to stand there. Is anyone watching us? I don't think so. Ah, but it would just pacify him if we push him through there. We don't want that. So yeah, I'd need a sharp object to take that guy out. Probably. We can always go and get the point guard outfit. Certainly useful. But we also need explosives. Where is our supplier? They're over that way. And there's a wrench. That's always nice. Although not today because we're not pacifying people. Remember this? Supplier's busy.
You do.
What do you have, friend? Now you've got the karma that we could have used last time. Flash grenade. Would a flash grenade open a safe? That's something I should probably for science one day, but what I'd like now is like a kitchen knife or something. Hell of a lot of security cameras around. Should probably deal with them at some point. But can we do it subtly? Maybe not. Is that a hacker? What are you doing out here, Div? You trying to get me a free invite into the mansion? The mansion? The farmhouse? Perimeter gate key. I've never found that before, but that's definitely handy when you haven't got lockpicks. Now, what are you up to, chefs? Fire extinguisher, you say? That could be handy. I'll just borrow that knife if you don't mind. Might be doing some chefing later, you don't know. Might need a cleaver as well. So, at least none of our targets are in the house. That's a good thing for us. So we don't actually need to get in the house. It probably couldn't hurt to get the point man's outfit.
Don't you dare mess up this goddamn day more than it already is.
Oh, I'm going to mess up this day, friend. Bonk. Now, can we just dump him out that window, or is there a camera out there? And if there's a camera out there... Oh, we could throw a wrench at it, couldn't we? Or a hammer. That'd be relatively subtle. Oh, someone's coming. Maybe that's fine. I mean, we do have a cleaver after all. Whoop. Don't want those enforcers seeing what's going on. Oh no, he didn't actually come downstairs. He just heard it up there and decided that was where the noise was coming from. So he's back to his patrol. Lovely. So there's Spec Ops Man number 1 in a cupboard. Spec Ops Man number 2 is going to need to meet the same fate, I think. Is the point guard even going to come back over here? Or does he have a different route? Because I think that's just a regular guy again. Let's see. Oh no, he's limping.
Oh, what did I do? Jesus Christ!
What you did, friend, is stumbled into my little trap. And got sliced. And so we became point man. Do we even need to worry about the body? Probably not. Drew might be patrolling the perimeter. Carlos, I think, is just on the inside. Thomas is chatting with his guard friend, and David is definitely patrolling the perimeter. Well, we're now at a point where most of the outside guards won't recognise us because we're not a regular, ordinary militia dude anymore. Although that guy seems to know everyone. Is he on his own though? Because we definitely don't want him making us. Someone saw that.
Man, this is Red Leader.
Yep, someone definitely saw that. So let's just move away from the scene of that particular crime. We've still got one sharp object, but we need to be a bit more careful with it now that we've lost the first one. Maybe it'll be there once the body's dragged away. Those two guys are still enforcers. I suppose it makes sense to have the perimeter guarded by people that know what everyone looks like. It's kind of annoying for me. They really should have taken my needs into consideration when they designed this map. Now you know who I am. You're just some random pleb. So you're patrolling, perhaps. Which would be fine. Because we should be able to deal with you relatively sneakily. Oh no, you're binocular guy. Okay. So can you be taken out without anyone noticing? Maybe you can. Good. Or at least not getting noticed immediately. That's fine. So, round the edge we have now got two targets pretty close together. Is that good or bad? Yep, more enforcers. Is it just the alerted map that's making everybody and their dog be an enforcer around the outside? Or is that just natural? I don't know. I'm no Colorado expert. So these two are having a convo. So Drew is going to stay here, whereas David's going to keep patrolling. But then, when they're finished talking, Drew's friend is going to turn around, and that'll be the time to strike. Assuming no one sneaks up behind me. There we go. Drew's headed back to... just lean against the wall by the look of it. His friend is turning around to do his looking out, but he should be looking in.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate.
That could have been from anyone.
Come in. Listen up. Someone is killing people.
Now, are you coming over to me?
Oh, God.
Or are you going to get crunched? Whilst we get back our cleaver, lovely. That could have gone a little smoother, to be sure, but it worked. Now as we head back around, David has possibly gone a bit further than all the guards. So David might be on another lap. But now that we took out this lad, maybe we can lure our inside the fence guy. Carlos. Maybe. There he is. Someone's going to get that. Okay, it's another lad entirely. Not the one we need. Do we try and lure a second man out? So it's going to be one of those two. Yep, it's our target. He's going to see his friend's bod.
Huh?
Yep, keep going.
Command, we got a casualty. Proceeding with caution.
Yep, you proceed with caution. Not cautious enough, Carlos.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the
Now,
city.
do we keep chasing after David? He hasn't gone terribly far away. So maybe we keep chasing after him. And we might get to him before he gets to the next set of guards that we've not killed. Maybe not. He's part of a crew by the look of it. That's a shame. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to take them both out. But I do worry about lads on the other side of the fence. Oops. We're not being terribly subtle now. Bonk.
Syndicate member
Oh wait, we just got away with it. Okay.
Well done, 47.
Was not expecting to get away with that so easily. But we could be on for 3 out of 4 challenges here. Because if we can help ourselves to some explosives somewhere, then we can explode our safe. Potentially, we could explode our last target as well. We'll have to see, because he's with a friend. And we don't want his friend crying about the fact that his mate has just fallen over with a cleave in his head.
In charge of operations.
I don't get it.
So,
Why'd the boss pick him?
how does one easily get an explosives expert outfit? I think we can slide around here without too much of an issue. We can get ourselves a proximity explosive duck, which we could use, I guess, because we've already largely got a challenge complete, but we could also sneak over here and get ourselves an explosives outfit the traditional way. Which is to say, we sneak around here. Ah. Okay, I'm not used to getting that loud to go over. They're all in different spots to normal, it seems.
Are you even aware that you are trespassing?
I am. I'm aware.
Now, you will follow me.
Are you aware I've got a cleaver? Maybe you're aware. But either way, can we get you in this box without anyone noticing? Not really.
Body, nice and easy. On your knees. You need to drop the heat right now. Engage on contact. That's affirmative. Go, go, go.
Right, it's gone tits.
We'll cover. Snake's going
Stop vibrating, you mother.
Reloading. Go, command. We got a possible shooter.
It's all gone wrong. Now, who knows that we're sus? A couple of people, perhaps. Can we escape before we get shot to death? Kinda. More people are going to know, though, that we're sus, so we need to find a new outfit. I don't know where all these bodies are being taken. But if I knew where these bodies were being taken, that would help, because we have killed a couple of tech dudes. As it stands now, though, our top priority is get a new outfit, and I know where I left the Spec Ops guy. Oh, wait. Or maybe we just get Militia Soldier. There we go. Yep. Just your regular, everyday Militia Soldier. Nothing for you lot to worry about. Are we tempting fate by scuttling back in this direction? Do we still have our cleaver? Curses, our trusty cleaver has been left in the skull of some dude. That's unfortunate. Okay, that guy's bagging and tagging. He's coming this way. Is he going to show me where all the bodies are being kept? You're going to go through that door, aren't you? There is a suspicious guy on the other side of that door though, which is unfortunate for me. But then maybe you're going over to the shed? Is this where you keep dead people? Or is he still going? He's carrying on. Is there anything useful in this little shed? Nothing that can be collected, no. No, there's this little shed as well. Yeah, that looks like it's got a body bag in it. So maybe that's where I'll find a technician outfit at some point soon. Explosives outfit. Or is it just a couple of militia soldiers? Shame. We'll grab the quad bike keys though, we might end up using that to make a sharp exit. Ooh. A silenced pistol. I mean, it won't help us with an objective because it is a silenced one, I believe. Yep. Yep. It's definitely silenced. It's nice to have. Lots of sus people because this is the worst outfit for doing anything, really. Can we just sneak up to where we'd need to be to steal some explosives?
This area has very high security, so I can't even let other guards through. Sorry about that.
You could at least sound like you meant it. That was the most wooden delivery of a line I've heard in this game. But when you've gone, my friend, maybe I'll sneak in and see if I can't grab a couple of nitroglycerins. Because I'm sure there should be 3 in there. No, maybe there's none in here because it's the other version of the map. That would be unfortunate. And it does look as though there aren't any in there. Very well. Perhaps then we do go back to the chef because we did see that fire extinguisher over there. Yeah, there it is. But given as it's in the barn that we need to go for the explosive, perhaps we do need a Spec Ops outfit. Thankfully, I remember where we left that. It's not as good as Point Man, but it'll get the job done. Now, we would ideally like there to be nobody standing next to the safe, because we don't want to accidentally pacify someone with the old fire extinguisher. Pig. There's a couple of dudes next to it. How do we deal with those dudes? Ooh. That's an unsilenced pistol. Now, what if we were to drop a gun and then a second gun, and then we were to grab our fire extinguisher and toss it down there somewhere. Don't we get their attention?
We've got a possible intruder. Sweeping area. Over.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Right, that's one of them out of the way, perhaps.
Is that a weapon? Jesus Christ! Huh? We got a possible intruder. Commence its sweep. Out.
Cool, so that's these lads out the way of the safe. Now, where's our... We can afford to use a silence gun for this, I think.
Oi, you need to discard the weapon. You got it? Stop right there.
Safe cracked. Of course, now we're in combat. Oh, piss off. Don't die. Please. And shit, someone saw us getting in. That's no good. We're dead. We're basically dead. Yep. Fuck's sake. How did someone... Who was watching us when we shot the fire extinguisher?
How unfortunate. It rather appears that you ran out of luck. Back to the drawing board, 47.
God damn it. Hey, really got the cat burglar challenge. Fantastic. We could have got all 4 of those. We could have got all 4. We hadn't pacified anyone. We'd picked up an unsilenced pistol that we could have used to kill the last guy. But it's just goddamn Colorado. Everyone's a guard. And it's the worst thing. Ah, well, at least we've got enough time left to make a start on the next one, I think. So let's see what challenges we might have to face this time. It's the Pain Giver. It's Dartmoor, Scale and Mumbai. That's much nicer. That's much more friendly. What's our prestige objective? Timed Hide and Seek. Don't mind if I do. Timed to Perfect. When you're on nice easy levels like the early ones. We'll go to Dartmoor where we've got Neckbreaker and Poison Target. We only appear to have 2 challenges. Ah, Suit Only is the third one. Why is Suit Only not showing up at the top there? But Neckbreaker and Poison Target. One of those can be done. The other could be tricky.
Bon voyage, 47. Good luck, 47.
There we go. Suit Only's popped up. That's what we like. Really not a fan of the way that the name of the map pops up every time now when you start a level. Since the latest patch. I just want to look at my mini-map when I start a level. I don't want to see the name of the map. I know what map I'm on. I've played them all 100 times at this point. So, Suit Only could be tricky though, because pretty much the whole of Dartmoor is a trespassing area. Especially when there's a target in the kitchen. Could possibly poison the kitchen target, maybe. I don't know. I don't know who they are or what they do. Someone nearly spotted us already.
She's never seen a dead body before.
Poor thing.
So,
Alexa, back from the dead.
you guys
A
are definitely going to
mystery
spot me,
funeral,
right?
A murder mystery. Oh, all too much.
Well, maybe not.
We'll all need a vacation when this is over.
Right, it's going alright. So, we've got some sort of staff. Is he going to come outside here? Yeah, he is. Now,
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate.
what happens if we climb this pipe? We're not going to get Poison Target, that's for sure. But where does this take us? This puts us... Well, it puts us away from where people are complaining about a murder happening. How are we engaged and hunted at this point? How has everyone just downstairs suddenly realised that it's the man in the nice suit? Oh god, I forgot about timed hide and seek, so that's gone.
TC depot number 5085. No, I need it immediately. Yes.
Right, so there's the lawyer's office.
Yes, I'm still here.
Whoa!
You there?
What do you mean it doesn't exist?
I don't want to move past the window, I want to climb through, thank you.
Something has just been triggered. Investigating. Stand by. Hey, come out.
You can get choked. For sure. We should probably put you in a box, just in case Alexa comes in. Which is not unheard of. But we're not going to nick your suit. Even though that should probably count for suit only, because it's still a suit. We're going to nickel your fruit as well. So we can go through here. Oh yeah, there's a safe nearby, so... Let's see. You can go out the window, I think. Just to get rid. Still going for that suit only. Now that we're in the mansion, it would have been a piece of pish to complete all the hide and seek bits. It's just getting into the mansion that's a pain. Now, how best to get to an upper floor? Can we just climb out here and find a pipe that leads upwards? Because our target is still above us. There's a pipe. At least this has given me good practice at finding my way around the outside of the manor. Now, where's this actually going to take us? Entirely the wrong side of the map. But maybe that's okay. What happens if we come out here? We can't go any further around because that ivy's in the way. But we can sneak in through here and work our way through to the supplier room.
Hey there. Need anything?
I do need things, possibly. But I've also got to deal with this maid who's going to possibly come into this room. Is she coming in? I think she comes in at some point. Good enough.
Hi. Whatever.
Whatever. Hush, woman. I'm busy cupboarding people. Right.
Hi. You need anything? I'm sure I've got it. At a price.
Is that right?
Show me your wares. Now. Yeah, it's a bunch of general stuff. We could always get ourselves an assault rifle. We're going to lose the freelancer tools again, I'm sure. Do we want an assault rifle though? We're doing a lot of climbing, so maybe we don't need anything right now.
If you need more, you know where you can find me.
Maybe what we need is this guard in this room.
What?
Thank you. Now, we'll shut that door, and he can be cupboarded with the woman that he was talking to.
I got it all.
Who are those dots moving on the map? Is that Alexa Carlisle and her bodyguard, or is that someone else? Yeah, it's Alexa. So what happens if we go out this window? Because we haven't got what we need to trigger that switch. But if we come out of this window and go this way... Right, is that a courier? And there's a ladder. How does one reach that ladder? Just by vaulting up. Good. I don't think I've ever used this ladder before. But it gets us into the top window of Alexa's room. Very nice. Yeah, I've definitely never sidled around this bit before. Anything up here I could throw at guards? Nope. But we could come on out. And then we could drop down to his level.
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office.
And then we're going to want to go over there. But that guard is watching us.
First time here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's impressive, all right.
So, one of them comes over here. He's our man. Can we take him out all stealthy like? Perhaps. Good.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread.
Oh, there we
fear
go.
with
We hadn't
this
actually
secret.
finished the 50 kills on Dartmoor,
Get
but
back
now
to
we
the
have.
safe house. I'll be in touch.
So now we shimmy our way across to this bodyguard. We're practically at the exit then. A suit-only Dartmoor run. Are you just going to stand there? Nope, he's gone back to his position. Can we pull him off from down here?
Phrasing?
We can.
HQ, sit rep from Delta 49er. Situation here is food. Send Charlie 65 to do a cleanup.
Good.
Over.
And then down here we've got what? A security guard or two, possibly.
Okay, I hear you.
But now we're merely trespassing. And none of the guards out here, crucially, are the ones who know that we are very deadly. So maybe we get across to these bushes. Bit of sneaky. Yep, we're going to get away. Fantastic. So, after the disappointment of Colorado, that mission, that went alright. I'm pleased with that. Another 50 kills. So what are we actually missing on the 50 kill? That looks like grapes, so I guess we haven't done Mendoza yet. I'm not sure if these all relate to levels, and then, or whether or not there's other things in the middle of them. Either way, it's fine. We'll get them all done. And we got 2 out of 4 there. Mostly because I forgot about hide and seek.
Again!
Impressive work you did back there. I'm ready when you've prepped the next assignment.
That was impressive, wasn't it, Diana? Very impressive indeed. I'm sure you'll all agree. And if you don't, 47's coming for you. But not now. Maybe next time. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.